Galaxy, feel you're in the game, that you're in the frame, that you're here to win. So let's begin.
You can listen to the whole song at the end of the story. Joe switched the computer on. Usually, he and his sister Jen played games on the PlayStation, but that had thrown a wobbly and needed repairing. Joe and Jen were gaming nuts, just couldn't go a day without holding a controller and shooting aliens or whatever. Luckily, there were controllers for the PC as well as the PlayStation, so that wouldn't be a problem. The only slight problem was that the two never used the computer and were not quite sure how things stacked up. Ben went to a folder called Games, into a subfolder called Games Special, and then into yet another nested folder named Leave, which was a bit mysterious. Inside was a file called Galaxy. Interesting. He had no idea what it was or how it might be played, but he and Jen both fancied the title Galaxy more than others they'd come across, so they booted it up. It turned out to be not too bad. The idea was to navigate through a galaxy, hence the name, avoiding planets, asteroids, comets and assorted space junk. All this whilst travelling along at what seemed like a trillion miles an hour, super warp speed. It was a bit like a car racing game, but in rockets, travelling at the speed of light. Watch out, Dr. Spock, here we come. Ben and Jen were both equally good at avoiding anything the galaxy seemed to want to throw at them, and the game was turning out to be pretty cool. After a while, Jen said her controller didn't seem to be working properly, and then Joe seemed to be having a problem too. The screen started to go fuzzy and flashing lines appeared. "You're rats," said Joe. "The computer's packing in as well as the PlayStation." Suddenly, the sky outside their window went very dark, and then they saw it, a huge silver spaceship blocking out the light. It looked just like the ones in their game. No, don't be daft. But there it was, hovering just outside their window. The computer bleeped loudly, and when the children looked at the screen, they read a message that said, "Hello, Earth people. Don't worry, we're just passing through." Spaceship passing through, thought Jen, and as she quickly recovered from her shock, she typed into the computer, "Passing through?" ? The screen went fuzzy, and then new words appeared. "Thank you. We're using your game as a beacon to guide us. We got quite lost in the cosmos until you started to play. Hope you don't mind. Thank you." And with that, it just disappeared. What? What's going on? Was that real? They turned back to their screen to see a silver spaceship, just like the one that had been outside their window, whizzing off as it hurtled through the galaxy, skillfully avoiding a bunch of shooting stars. Much, much better than Joe and Jen. Wow, what a game!
Galaxy, feel you're in the game, that you're in the frame, that you're here to win. So let's begin. Zooming left, zooming right, steer the ship, it's up to you. Planets come, beaches go, do the best that you can do. Passing Mars, passing stars, crazy ride, far and wide, hold fast, hold tight, traveling at the speed of light. Galaxy, feel you're in the game, that you're in the frame, that you're here to win. So let's begin. Zoom in left, zoom in right, steer the ship, it's up to you. Planets come, beaches go, do the best that you can do. What a race, endless space, what a game, quite insane. Hold fast, hold tight, traveling at the speed of light.